Ariana.
Hi everyone, and welcome to my first trimester pregnancy Q&A. So I put it out there a few weeks ago for anyone to send a question if they wanted me to answer a question about my first trimester. So this is what I'm doing today. I got quite a few questions. A lot of them, we got a lot of like the same questions, but I've got about 10 different questions, and I'll try and go into much detail as I can and explain the answers as best as possible. So I'll start off with the first question. The first question is, what are you having? This is the main question I keep getting. I did answer it on my Instagram the other day, but I will answer it again. I don't know what I'm having just yet. I think we should be finding out this weekend, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm having a scan and I'm about 16 and a bit weeks. So hopefully they'll be able to tell me. But yeah, we definitely will be announcing it. We won't be keeping a surprise or anything like that. So I can't wait to find out. The second question is, how was the first trimester? So the first trimester was really, really scary. If you don't know and you're new to following me, I have had 4 miscarriages since having Leo, 5 in total, but 4 since having Leo. So falling pregnant with this baby was something really, really important to us, and we really wanted it. So yeah, the first trimester was just anxious. A lot of the time I was just worried. Yeah, I was sick. I did have a bit of nausea, but it did go away. Probably about 9 weeks my nausea went away, so I was pretty lucky with that. And yeah, it was mainly just anxious, and we kept it really secretive, didn't tell anyone, not even our close friends, because we just couldn't risk going through that again. We did have one hiccup that I haven't really talked about yet. So basically, because I'm in a high-risk pregnancy, they were taking my blood every couple of days to measure my HCG levels. So basically, your HCG should go up until you're about 10 or 12 weeks. So that's what normally happens, and it should steadily, it should double every couple of days. So they were taking my blood and everything was going fine and normal, and I think it was about 7.5 weeks, and I went in to have my normal blood taken, and they basically told me that my levels had dropped, and I was only 7.5 weeks, so they shouldn't have dropped. The doctor told me that I should expect to miscarry within the next few days. So it was a Friday afternoon, and he said he booked me into the hospital on the following Tuesday to go in and get checked out. So that weekend was just one of the worst. I was really anxious and pretty much cried the whole weekend because we were told that we had lost the baby. We went into the hospital on Tuesday morning, and they got ready to do an ultrasound, and the midwife put the ultrasound on my tummy and she found a heartbeat. She was so shocked, we were so shocked. She had to call in another midwife to actually confirm what she was seeing because she couldn't believe it. So it just goes to show that really every pregnancy is so different, and although that isn't what's supposed to happen, it's what happened to me. My levels did drop, and a drop usually indicates a death for your baby. But yeah, it didn't for me, and we were just so grateful, and it was honestly like a miracle, and we have just been so happy ever since, and we're so grateful to be in this position right now. So yeah, the first trimester was tough, it was anxious. The morning sickness didn't really bother me that much, I can handle that. But yeah, I'm past it now, so it's good. The next question, how do you handle anxiety in pregnancy? So that's really good because it really relates to the second question that was asked. So basically, I'm not as anxious now. My anxiety's really, really calmed down. I think now that I've come into the second trimester and I know that everything's going okay, I've haven't completely let my guard down, but I can relax a little bit. in the first trimester I found that yoga was really calming for me. So every day, and it wasn't even yoga because I wasn't doing any like hard poses or anything like that. It was mainly just like the breathing and stuff like that that really helped me. So I tried to do that every day in the first trimester, and it really calmed me down. It really helped me, yeah, just to refocus and connect with the baby. And I didn't go to anywhere special to do it. I just typed in, what did I type in? I think it was like easy pregnancy yoga, something like that. And yeah, it was just really good because the lady talked you through breathing techniques and stuff like that. So I found that to be the most helpful. Another thing I found with anxiety in pregnancy is to actually talk about it to people. So I have my husband who I can talk to about anything, but we did make the decision to tell our parents early on. I think we told them at about 6 weeks. We didn't tell any of our close friends until after that, but we made the decision to tell our parents, so that way we had someone to go to and speak to about it and talk to about our fears. And it really does help just to get it off your chest. So if you do have someone that is really close to you and you're not ready to share it with the world, then just talk to someone that's really close and someone that you trust. I found that that really calmed my anxiety down. Okay, so the next question is, does Leo know that you're pregnant? So no, he has absolutely no idea. Leo's only just about to go on 18 months, so no clue. We say to him, where's the baby? And he does point at my belly, but that's just because it's a repetitive thing that we say to him. And we say that there's a baby inside of my tummy. But other than that, he's just got no clue. I think that he'll go really well being a big brother. He will need to adapt to sharing, because he's never had anyone to share with, but I think that it'll come with time, and maybe for the first couple of days he'll be like, who's this here? And then a little while later he'll be like, oh, they're here for good, they're not leaving. So yeah, but he hasn't, for now, no idea. Where do you shop for pregnancy? So I haven't yet brought maternity clothes, and I didn't buy maternity clothes with Leo. I think maybe I had one pair of jeans, but I didn't really like them. They were not very fashionable or nice at all. So mainly the dresses that I just sort of buy stretchy dresses. So I've got this one on today. I think this one here was just from like ASOS or something like that. And I think I bought a lot of pregnancy dresses from Misguided when I was pregnant with Leo, and they weren't maternity, they were just stretchy material. And that way you can wear them after as well. So I do a lot of that. Mainly Kmart and Target. I buy a heap of stuff from Kmart and Target because I find that it's quite stretchy. I brought these jeans, and they're not really, they're like chino jeans. I bought like chino jeans for myself. So they're really comfy and I like them, and mainly just a lot of singlets for casual stuff and active wear, obviously, even though I'm not being very active at all, but a lot of active wear. I do want to buy a few maternity items this time, and especially some breastfeeding friendly items, but I haven't yet found a brand that I really like, and I also haven't found a brand that's a good price. I find that a lot of maternity clothes are really dear, and you're only wearing them for a couple of months and then you don't really get to wear them again. So that's why I opt not to buy maternity clothes. But if I do find a brand of maternity that is comfortable and a decent price, then I will definitely share it with you guys. How are you enjoying your pregnancy this time around? So I am really enjoying my pregnancy this time around, and that is all because of my perspective. When I was pregnant with Leo, I was just miserable the whole time. I hated it. I was like just whinging and, oh, I'm getting fat, and everything was a drama. But this time I'm just embracing it. I know that it's not for long, and I just feel really lucky to be in this position. I don't feel that it's a burden at all. It's a blessing more than anything, and I just am enjoying every moment of it. The morning sickness, the indigestion, everything. I just don't complain about anything because I'm just so happy to be here, and I'm just so happy to be in this position. And I know that there are a lot of people that would kill to be in my position. I'm really enjoying it. With Leo, I did put on a lot of weight. I had a underactive thyroid, so I put on quite a lot of weight really early. This pregnancy I haven't put on much at all, so it's been more enjoyable because I'm not feeling uncomfortable or heavy yet. I'm sure I'll get there because I'm only in early days, but I'm sure I'll get there. But yeah, I definitely am enjoying it so much more than my last pregnancy, but it's all because of my perspective. So is this pregnancy much different to pregnancy with Leos? Not really. It's been really quite similar. The only things that have been different is I haven't gained a lot of weight. With Leo I did, but that's because I have like I said, the underactive thyroid with Leo. This pregnancy I have really bad heartburn. Last pregnancy I didn't get heartburn at all. Maybe I think in the last like week or so, you know, had a bit of indigestion, but this pregnancy I've had heartburn pretty much the whole way. My morning sickness was better this time, was worse with Leo, and that's really about it. Everything else has been really similar. I feel like that's why I think that I'm having a boy, because the whole pregnancy has been so similar, but we'll just have to wait and see. So the last question is, have you had any pregnancy cravings? So I have had a few cravings, nothing too crazy, but I have had a few. The first trimester was mainly just Vegemite scrolls. I lived on Vegemite scrolls and watermelon ices. That's all I wanted. Mainly like when I was sick for those first few weeks, yeah, I couldn't stomach anything else unless it was that. And now that I'm feeling better, my #1 craving I would say is hot chips and potato scallops, or I think they call them potato cakes in South Australia, I think. That's my #1 craving at the moment. And what else have I been? Oh, salads. I love salads with like feta and olives. So yeah, and with Leo, if you even looked at me with a salad, I would run the other way. But this pregnancy, salad and potato scallops have been my favourite things. Thank you for tuning in to my first pregnancy Q&A, and I hope that I answered all the questions how you would have expected me to. If you do have any other questions, please feel free to send them to me at Day in the Life of Mum on Instagram, and I can either, if I get a lot, I can do another vlog, or I can just answer them via DM. But thank you for tuning in. I'm talking to you.